All right, learn a three-part combination drill today that you can fit into a minute of your day or your practice. Let's get started. I'm gonna do the first round slow, and then you can follow, and I'll point out a couple details you wanna know. First thing we wanna do is get into a fighting stance, a 80-20, right? Hands up and guard, jab, step forward, rolling punches. Jab, step forward, rolling punches. Jab, step forward, rolling punches. On your retreat, you just retreat, four gate parries. Retreat, four gate parries. Retreat, four gate parries. Switch, one, two, three. Retreat, four gate parries. Retreat, four gate parries. Retreat, four gate parries. Now notice I have most of my weight on the back on my retreat. This is in case I need to lift or if I want to throw a kick, I know where my weight is, okay? I'm gonna do it from this direction so you can see how it plays out if we keep in mind the center line principle, right? All your strikes wanna come inside the shoulder, about where your eye level is down to your groin. So any strikes that come down, they come across the center line and out away from the body. Okay, so let's do it from this direction, then you can kind of see. I'll slow it down. Jab, step forward, rolling punches. Jab, step forward, rolling punches. About two or three punches. Actually, yeah. Jab, step forward, rolling punches. When you retreat, you have an option. You can just shift the weight to the back leg, or you could do a crane stance, parry. One, two, three, four, right? One, two, three, four. Basically, you're pushing out with the parries, coming back, pushing out again, and then you're going to clear like almost like you're opening up an elevator. Okay? So then you switch. You get to step back, go forward, one, two, three, four. Step back, parry, parry, clear, clear, parry, parry, clear, clear, parry, parry, clear, clear, and then switch. Okay? Let me do it again from this side. We'll do it a little bit faster and I'll give you a few more details. As far as the footwork goes, the footwork is Wing Chun footwork. You step heel first, drag the foot behind. Drag, drag, right? That's the footwork. So you can focus on that for this round. Okay? Jab, footwork, roll, reposition. Jab, footwork, roll. Jab, footwork, and roll. Now we're going to retreat. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Switch. Now you got the footwork down. On the retreat, we're going to add the knee lift. So jab, step forward. One, two, three. Jab. One, two, three. Jab. One, two, three. Keep your hands up. Step back. Left, parry. Two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Okay, let me do it from this side. Now, why do you want to lift your knee up? Well, that's your protection, right? You lift your knee up and you have your hand up, you got your whole center line protected from the groin, the knee, to the eye level, right? So that's a good defense. So let me do it from this direction. I'll do it a little closer, maybe you can see better. So we'll watch the upper body this time. So your weight is 80% back here. Jab, step forward. 1, 2, 3. Jab, step forward. 1, 2, 3. Jab, step forward. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to step back, lift, push, push, clear, clear. See, my hands are not going outside my shoulders. I need to keep them close inside the shoulders, but going away from the body, moving out. Step back again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then switch. Now the switch, you got several options. You can just step back, or if you want to really throw something in there, you can jump. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we step back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back again. Step 2, 3, 4. Right? Don't worry about the speed right now. You know, uh, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Right? Eventually, you'll build up uh, a comfort level where you can go at a relaxed pace, but much faster. But the main thing is to train yourself to be as relaxed as possible. If you have problems with this balance, that's something you can work on just by doing crane stance, right? You can work on that. Now, let's try speeding it up just a little bit. So I'm gonna try from a different angle. I'm gonna go across so you can kind of see. So we're gonna get into our fighting position. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Retreat, retreat, retreat. When you get pretty fluid with the 4-gate parries, which guards 4 different gates, it looks like you're splashing. My seafood used to call it splashing hands. You know, after you do it a while, it looks like your hands are going all over the place, but they're very calculated in terms of what they're defending, right? Very useful. Okay, so here we go. We go back. Actually, let's switch and go forward again. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm taking smaller steps just so I can stay in the frame and you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, let me do it from this angle and you can see. I'll slow it down again. 1 step, 2 step, straight down the middle, 3 step, retreat. And if you don't have to lift your leg if you don't feel comfortable doing that, switch. 1, 2, full extension, 3, and retreat, retreat, and retreat. Okay. A couple tips on the 4-gate parries. Again, just think of these principles. You have your center line. You have this box that goes about from the eyebrow down to the groin region, and you have your shoulders, which makes this, and you divide this into 4 gates, right? So your parries start from the center. The bottom hand comes under, right? If you're clearing, and you turn out, it's like your hands are spiraling out. This is 1/2 of the 4 gates. Can you see how I'm clearing 2 different gates, almost all of the gates with just that motion, right? So the hand comes up, almost clears from the bottom across here, right? The first part of the four gates is the parries. That's just basically going from one side of the shoulder to the other. So if you imagine the box, right? So you're here and you're parrying across the center, but you're not going. This is what you don't want to do. It's wasted motion and it's too close to your face. Parry out, 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 out. You can just practice that. And when you feel comfortable with that, you add the other part. Okay, the last note on the parries. When you parry down, make sure your fingers are not pointing down because if you get kicked in the fingers, it'll take months before you're able to use that hand again. So when you parry, the guy keep your fingers together and parry with the palm down, right? So you're parrying across this way, you're parrying from this side of the shoulder to the other side, but you're going down, almost like a palm strike. But if we want to get technical about it, there's a slight turnout, almost like a bonsai. So you got this kind of interesting turn, which adds extra yin to your strike. So it's not just a offsetting a punch. It's actually a strike in and of itself. Okay, that's a little bit more detail on the parry that I wanted to give today. But I just want to know. I want you to know what you're doing, so you can take that part out alone and practice. Now, let's do it one more time, and we'll see how you do. Ready? Follow me. One, reset. Two, three. Retreat, retreat, and retreat. Switch. One, two, three. Retreat, retreat, and retreat. Okay, so I'm gonna do it this way so you can see my footwork. If my feet disappear, at least you know what's going on with the footwork. Okay, one, two, three. Retreat, retreat, and retreat. Switch. One, two, and three. Retreat, retreat, and retreat. All right, there you go. 3 techniques. You only need to do it a few minutes for a warm up. It's a good practice to be able to combine all the different motions we've been talking about over the last few months. If you have any questions, you can leave those in the comments. I look forward to working with you again and seeing how you do. I go by the name Kansu Seafood Wilson, and I'll see you again soon. Stay inspired and inspirational.